Welcome to Kingdom Stuff, where we talk about all things related to the kingdom of God and doing like Jesus. I'm here in Nicaragua and heading to Honduras in about 4 or 5 days on a little mission trip here. And our host pastor here in Nicaragua that I've been working with took us yesterday to visit his brother in Toristo, Nicaragua, which is about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from where we were. And we went to spend the day with his brother, who is also a pastor. Didn't know what to expect. We were just going to go hang out, have some food and fellowship together. And took a few people with us. We did. We went and had this wonderful fish, kind of a afternoon of food with fish, which was delicious. But as we were communing and fellowshipping, I noticed his son, who was 17 years old. He had a wrap around his ankle, just above the ankle. And I had asked at one point if what had happened, and here he had injured himself playing football, or for us Americans, soccer. And I asked if I could pray for him when we were done eating, and he said yes. So came to that point, and I prayed for his injury on his leg there, but just above the ankle. He said he was in pain, and prayed for him. He was about 17 years old. The pain leaves his body, and as I'm praying for him, he stands up and begins to weep. And it was obvious that God had touched him, not just in a physical way, but in an emotional, spiritual way. He knew God's presence was upon him and that God loved him, which was amazing in itself. What I did not know was about a year prior to that, he had was contemplating or attempting suicide. And I had no clue, just saw this young man with this wrap on his leg and asked if I could pray, and God touched him. And you could tell afterwards the change in the countenance on his face, the joy that was within him. And then started to pray for his mother, the pastor's wife, and God took pain out of her back. It's the same way, just took it out. She had suffered with back pain for about 5 years, she said, from a trauma, from a fall. And God took that away. And she suffered from migraines for the last year. And God totally took that away from her. Then I had the opportunity to pray for this man who was the pastor as well, who was a leader in their community. And God, there was nothing that related to pain or anything, but just a word, a blessing. And so another example, a testimony of how God's kingdom comes, how his kingdom breaks through in individuals' lives. And just wanted to share that with you. God bless you. Subscribe here if you'd like to hear more of these briefings. Check out our website, www.kingdomstuff.org, or my book, Kingdom Stuff, on Amazon. And we'll see you tomorrow.